Guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to show you how to do the bite of 83. Just the other videos failed because I kept on getting ads. So first, if you have a Nightmare Fredbear thing mod, you would want to grab it and then grab a melon guy, sorry, and just put his head there. Oh shoot, why did I freeze it in midair? Let's put it like about here. Freeze it.
How do you break easily?
Grab his head. Stomp it down. And that's how you do it.
P-A-S.
And guys, by the way, they just added this mod where you could have a robot. And first, there was only the robot, so I didn't like it. So then, I decided to install mods for the other animatronic. Then it worked. So let's do another story. Let's grab a mango plushie and this guy. Let's grab this guy and this guy. He grabs that one and he grabs that one. Okay, so now they're fighting over who's the best. He hits the person with his mango plushie. Then he hits the person with his plushie. Then he gives him a punch. But then he gives him a head dash. And then he goes backwards. But then he gives him a kick. And then he hits him another time with that. Then he kicks him another time. Then kicks him. He goes to the ground. And that guy punches him. Does that to him. Boom. Then that guy's on the ground. So then he grabs his other hand, drops Foxy. Then, because the pumpkin kid hated the melon kid, so then he shot him. And then he teleported somewhere else. So then everybody decided to do a funeral for him. Let me just grab the bricks, throw it on him. Throw it on him. Let me just place a bunch of bricks.
AK-47.
Pretend the bricks are rocks. So then someone places a bunch of bricks on him. So then there's a lot of people. And also military, because this case was the bad one. So then they all start doing their thing. So like saying goodbye. But then he travels back and grabs his pistol. Boom. It can't kill him. Oh shoot. I can't turn him around. So then he dies. He smacks another person. So then this guy just starts grabbing people and just throwing them to a wall.
Okay, I gotta watch my movie, but I'm not done yet.
So
Production isn't
then
finished.
they kept landing on other people. So then everybody started screaming the guy died, which was good news. And that was the bad ending. Because the guy killed everyone. But then here's another story. The same people are fighting over. So then, all of a sudden, Nightmare Freddy just appears, puts him in his mouth, eats him, sorry if this is taking long, he flips it, Freddy turns around, then he sees another guy, so then he takes him, puts the guy in his mouth, then, as you know, chomps down. So then, all of a sudden, he disappears. Oh, look at this dude. He just has part of his spine and his legs. So then, everybody started investigating till they saw another animatronic. So then, there's a military dude that wanted to check out what was going on. So there was a group of military people till Chica opens. Wait, is Chica a boy or girl? I'm just gonna take it as a girl. So, and then, no, do you know what, as a boy. So then he opens his mouth, then chomps down. Okay, I'm having technical difficulties. Then Chica grabs another person, and you know the drill. You know the drill. He bites down. Oh! So then, after Chica grabs the last person, but then he escapes the mouth. Chica chomps down, and then the guy grabs out of a minigun out of his backpack. But then by accident he shoots his legs. So then he has to drop it. But then an army guy and military guy starts hearing all of that. So then he grabs the minigun and then starts shooting Chica. But then that's not enough power. So then Chica just opens his mouth, grabs the guy, then eats him.
It already is perfect.
But then grabs that guy again, the guy's body again, because that guy was trying to kill Chica. Chica just decided to eat him extra. So then, until all... Sorry.
7 slides. I'm publishing it. Yay!
Until the animatronics came. And then more and more animatronics start coming. So then all of a sudden, sorry if I don't speak a lot, but till the last animatronic comes, but then he sees, Bonnie sees a kid, so then he's just like, oh, I'm leaving him alone.
Mine is perfect.
But then, because Foxy was hungry, so then he just pushed Bonnie out of the way. And then Bonnie... Oh, shoot. So then Bonnie's body got destroyed. And then his mouth opened. Then just eats the human. So then all of them are all bloody. So then they just disappear all of a sudden. Till Bonnie finally decides to eat someone. Grabs him. Puts him in his mouth. And not really. But then Bonnie leaves him alone. Till he feels something grab him. Then
That was amazing.
he was keeping him in his mouth. Then eats. Then kills the person. So then he was like, why did you do that? So then all of a sudden he just gets transformed into a small animatronic in one of the original animatronics. So then Golden Freddy opens his mouth. Golden Fredbear opens his mouth. Then kills Bonnie for literally no reason. So yeah, and that's basically not all the stories that I have in my head, because then Golden Freddy meets Golden Freddy. So then the Nightmare Fredbear thinks he's an imposter, thinks like he's a disguised human. So Golden Freddy takes him, puts him in his mouth, then he does an animatronic noise right before he was about to chomp him, but then he still chomps him. Oh, but then he lets him go. He's scanning him till he opens his mouth. The guy doesn't know why. So then, all of a sudden, his mouth opens very wide and just chomps on him.
just making a random one.
So then he saw, but then he saw this in the costume. And then he went flying out of the costume, hit his head on a wall. Then he walked towards him. Then Fredbear finally talks, but then he was like, "Oh, a human." So then he grabs him, boom, eats him. And that was
It was awesome.
and that was the secret ending. Till all of a sudden,
I keep pressing the wrong buttons.
till all the animatronics turn into normal. So then, all of a sudden, someone comes up to them. Freddy disappears for one single second. Then he decides to go full anger mode. Then Freddy opens his mouth again. And then he can't bite the head, so then he eats the rest. But then he turns back to normal. I'm sorry if this is taking long. So then Freddy turns back to normal. And that was the good ending. Till all of a sudden, they feel like someone's missing. And then they see that Bonnie's missing. So then Bonnie grabs Freddy, puts him in his mouth, and eats him. And then grabs Foxy. And then Foxy says, "No, no, no, help!" He already bites down. And then he grabs Golden Freddy. He's too hard to eat because he's golden. But then till his jaw opens very wide, so he chomps down on him.
And it's weird.
So then Bonnie decides to grab Chica and then put him on his jaw. Eat him. So then all that's left is him and his normal form. And then his normal form appears, and then he's like, "Whoa, this is what I'm gonna look like in the fourth game." So then all of a sudden he grabs him, but then he gets out right before he's about to chomp. He got out. But then he grabbed them again. But then this time, he couldn't move. And here was the sad thing. And here was the cool thing about Bonnie. He was the one that was rescuing people in town to not get bitten by the nightmare animatronics. And then every corpse disappeared. And then nobody was around him except one animatronic that only had his endoskeleton. And then he decides to grab him. Nightmare Bonnie decides to grab him and turn him into Golden Freddy. And then all of a sudden, he disappears and goes in his small form. And then they talk to each other, and then that was a happy ending. I know there's 2 happy endings. So then yeah, that's the end of the story. So we have like 4 stories right now. Yeah, I think like 4 stories. But guys, don't forget to subscribe and like. And we'll see you in the next video. In the next video, we'll play the same game, but with more mods. Bye.